Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I begin.
All right. So, for instance, when we get into pathways, I did my icebreaker yesterday just to show them how to do it. And I got emails from Toastmasters asking me to share the feedback online on the Basecamp. I did, and to ask others to give their own feedback, the evaluation.
Yeah, every project you get asked to evaluate it.
Yes, and but I asked my evaluator did not give me the written evaluation. She did it, and she said she would write it and send to me. So I will have to scan it and upload it into my profile. Yes.
No. You can upload it, but you don't have to upload it.
Okay.
You upload it, and I show you how you can upload it if you want.
Okay, yeah.
To upload it, only you can see. No one can see. That's why you don't have to, because upload or not, it is the same thing.
But, okay, you were telling me about, because the program for the meeting, we don't do it online. It's just hard copy.
You have hard copy, you put it in a folder together, one near other, and that is it.
Folder and Basecamp?
No, in Basecamp.
But how would TI know that I've done the speech? I was surprised that they know.
But who knows? Who knows? The club, you were there, and so they know. Not?
Okay.
The VP was there.
Yes.
The club meeting, so she knows.
Okay.
And if you have an easy speak or something where you put the agenda, they also had a place where they save someone.
Okay. We don't use
the Basecamp is not do anything for that. It is not good for it.
Okay. Okay. So, so it's when you have finished your level that the VPE has to certify it.
Yes. Did you answer after your icebreaker the assessment, self-assessment after questions?
Yes, I did.
So then it means you have a check on your icebreaker now.
Yes, and it said 25%.
And now you can open and read the two other projects.
Yes, so next week, I'm going to do the second project, which is evaluation and feedback.
No, you are going to do the first task because it has 3 tasks.
Yes.
One, you speak next week, okay? Anything you want, and so on.
Yes.
And then you get evaluated.
Evaluation, yes.
And a week or 2 later, you speak again.
Yes.
Incorporating the evaluation. And sometime later, you give an evaluation to someone.
Okay. Well, this is why I wanted to talk to you, because next week I will do the speech in one of my clubs. I belong to 3 clubs, and then I will be traveling.
Yeah, so
can I do it in another club?
Yeah, you can give it in any club. You can you just tell to VP.
Yes.
So she knows that other speech you will give other place.
Yes, okay.
That's all.
All right, that's what, because I'm going to go to Hong Kong and China and Japan and France. So.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes, so, and I always try to meet with Toastmasters wherever I travel.
So you can speak a lot.
Yes.
And every time you speak,
yes,
you check and you tell, and you get a paper where you were, and the paper you just put aside. Now, if somewhere they cannot give you a written evaluation,
okay,
then you need an evaluation form that can be filled.
Yes.
So they can send you after they fill and save by email.
Okay.
And then you can save it in your computer folder or your iPad folder or wherever.
Okay. Oh, that's good. All right. I have to explain that to them. And then how would I transfer this to have accreditation, to have certification when I would have finished that path?
So after you finish the level,
yes,
the VP or president or secretary, who are the base camp managers, have to check a small checkbox telling that, okay, you finished.
Okay, that's after finishing the level.
They are, one moment, that is every level.
Yes, every level.
It is better if you write them a letter. They probably get one from Toastmaster International also.
Yes, yes.
Better you write them and tell them, I finished the level, please approve it.
Okay, yes.
Because until it is not approved in the base camp, you cannot go to the next level.
Okay.
So,
oh, that's good. Thank you.
Now, there are two different things. Yes. Approving base camp is just to go further.
Yes.
It doesn't mean, even if they send you a level certificate and beautiful things, it doesn't mean it is you got the award.
Yes.
They have to declare at Club Central separately.
Okay.
Every level, and you decide, you, not them, which club you want to offer it.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much.
If you have two clubs,
yes,
where you pay, where you are member, you register to that club.
Yes,
and you stay at that club until they register to Club Central, to, yes. And then you have also on Club Central registered.
Yes.
And the level completion, the pass completion is the same. When you arrive at number 5, they register the number 5. And then you get a letter from president or not president, how is called?
The CEO.
Huh?
Dan Rex, the CEO.
Yes, not the CEO. You get a letter from the board, the boss of the board of directors.
Yes, okay. The international president.
Yes, international president. In fact, he probably will not know it, but he signs it and they send it.
Yes,
yeah. And they send you. And you will be called Proficient. What pass did you take?
I'm doing effective coaching.
Yeah. And the second pass?
Second is active listening.
What?
Second pass is I can't remember. I have to go in to look at it. The second one. I have not even written yet to ask for the second one. I have to write because it's the second one. You have to write to international to ask and pay $20.
It is called supply orders. You have to try to supply orders.
I have to apply to them for the second one and pay.
And no, you don't have to pay for the second one.
Oh, the second one, yeah, when you're in more than one clubs, yes. When more than one club, you don't pay, yes.
If you have 2 clubs, you can have 2 free.
Yes. Okay.
Not more than 2, but 2 you can have.
Yes, not more than 2. Okay.
And you can look, perhaps the second one, take one which doesn't have high performance leadership as end.
Okay.
But has visionary communication, for example.
Okay.
Or dynamic leadership.
Dynamic leadership, yeah.
Or leadership development finish with a festival, a big event you that organize.
Yeah, and I do that all the time. I'm an event organizer.
Those are very good.
Okay.
Those 3 were my preferred, but you have also, of course, presentation mastery, which is mostly about speaking.
Yes.
This is a 20-minute speech.
Okay.
You see the difference between a 20-minute speech and the high performance leadership is quite big.
Yes. Excuse me, I'm just going to send a message. I'll call you back, huh? I'm online. Okay, I've sent them a message. Well, that's very interesting, Julie. I'm so glad to talk to you because even though I've been helping others, coming to myself, I said, ooh, what? I think I need some help. And the VP is trying, but English is not his first language. And he said to me he was there all night thinking he had to do it online, etc. So I am glad I will let him listen to this, and this will help him greatly. And maybe someday I think I will really, if you could help to have we'll have a conference call with you so they can ask questions so you see all of them.
Yes, it would be very good from time to time, wherever you are.
Yes.
I am ready to give conference calls.
Yes.
Through Zoom. The same number you can call.
Yes.
You tell me before.
Yes.
And I am ready to help in any country you go.
Thank you so much. I think in 2 weeks' time we'll have a meeting, and I think we can do that, you know. And then in New York, my club in New York, we had a problem because we have a Russian president, and he said he does not believe in pathways. So he refused to get a pathways guide to come and talk to the club, you know. And the DC for the Seas, which was my New York DC, launched on May 15, and they never had a pathways guide. And the members are eager, but I wouldn't be back till mid-July to help them. So something like this will help them greatly. Once I'm there, I will let you know.
That was the old president or the new president?
The old one. He is going to go in June. Then I hope the new one will open up.
So what you can do is become a secretary.
Yes.
And as secretary, you can approve others.
Yes, yeah.
Others if the president or the VP does
not. Yeah.
I am secretary in my London club.
Yes.
And I have been VP and I will be president in online club.
Okay.
But you know, I have convinced all of the Toastmasters When I was VP, that was my HPL work. We have been on pathway 90% from December.
Wow, that's good.
And the pathway arrived to our club only in May.
No, only in May.
Yes.
Wow, as was March.
We were all double, at least.
Yes.
In 2 clubs.
Okay.
And if those who were not in a pathway club went to remote access, so they could begin pathway. And now we have, I think, 7 guides in my club. 7 pathway guys.
Oh, 7.
7.
Wow.
2 chief ambassadors.
We only have 3 guides for all 10 clubs, you know, and wow. And here they refuse the virtual communication. This is what is terrible. So, another question, personal. How did you? Zoom is not free.
Zoom is free for 40 minutes.
Oh, 40 minutes. Oh, that's good.
I did decide in March, and I did buy myself a Zoom Pro.
Yes.
And I pay, I don't remember how much, something like $15 a month. But okay. I think the Toastmaster, whatever, who you belong, could pay you also a Zoom Pro.
Yes.
Anyway, of course, you can use my Zoom when we meet every time.
Yes.
But it's better if you have one. The difference is only 40 minutes or a lot more.
Okay, so if it's 40 minutes, it's free. Okay, so you have to go and register.
If you are only together, like you and me, it's no limit of time.
Okay.
But if there are more than 2, then it was limit until now. I had for 1 year, I had a free Zoom account.
Okay.
And I learned everything almost with that. And only because I become guide to the Kenya clubs, to
Kenya
undistricted clubs.
Okay.
In Kenya and in Tunis. And then I decided it is better if I have a paid Zoom account.
Yeah, and Kenya, they're going to have a district now. They're going to be district 114. And I'm covering them as a regional advisor. So thank you so much for helping them.
You know, I have a Kwanzaa, Kenya, who is the oldest club.
Yes. Oh, wow.
And Tika. Tika. And also Nairobi bottlers, but they have some problem. I don't know yet what problem they have, but I think they couldn't pay for some reason.
Okay.
And until they don't pay, they don't have a pathway.
No, yes, okay.
If you can find out what happens to them,
okay, I will.
It would be useful.
That's Nairobi.
Nairobi bottlers.
Bottlers.
Bottlers, the one who make bottles of Coca-Cola and so on.
Yes.
And they are in a, I think until now, probably the Nairobi bottler company paid for them.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
I think pathway you have to pay each your own.
Yeah.
And they can somehow recuperate the money. I don't know exactly what happens to them. They didn't really tell me too much. I visited them, I delivered They came, a committee came, so it was delivered.
Okay.
But
I will find out what happened to them. Since I'm confident, I'll call them and I'll let you know.
Tunis or not?
Tunis, no. I have Africa south of the Sahara.
Okay.
West Africa, Central and East and Southern Africa.
Okay. So anyway, I am ready to help you and whatever you need.
Thank you so much. Julie, you are such a wonderful person.
I finished now 4 paths completely.
Wow.
And I am now, I have now 3 other paths, and 1 is in French.
Oh, good.
And 2 are in English.
Wow, wonderful.
I didn't do very much yet in French, but I will. Did you look at my blog?
Yes, I did. The last time you told me, yes, I did.
Because my blog has a post which is called Basecamp Manager. And that explains very well how the Basecamp Manager has to approve.
Yeah, and I will send it to my VPE so he could get it. I will send it
to everyone where you go.
Yes.
I have a lot of people from everywhere around the world who comes.
That's good. I wanted to start my own blog, and it was Bluehost. They said you had to pay so much, I don't know. Bluehost came on and said you had to register a credit card,
Yeah. Hey, do you see now?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
That is my blog.
58,000 reviews. Wow.
Yes. So many people came to see.
Oh, wow. That's good.
And yeah, today I was very unhappy because yesterday I speak with people from Kenya.
Yes.
And they understand what is transcript and curriculum. Because I didn't understand either at the beginning.
Yes.
So I wrote about that and how you get in.
Yeah.
And so I have how to choose a path, which is many people read it.
Yes.
How to fill in an evaluation form, and so on. I have written so far these many articles.
Okay, post by post.
And when you go here in search, you can ask for whatever you want
to ask.
And then you find here Basecamp Manager.
Okay.
And it explains how to. It has just to come. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And you have to log in like Basecamp Manager. Then you get these 3 things: pending request,
member progress,
and manager tutorials.
Okay.
And you can see the member progress like this one. And that is the thing where you approve the level completion.
Okay.
You just have to click there.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Okay.
And so that's explained. You just have to, when you are looking for something you don't know, you just click, you put search.
You search.
And you look at it.
Okay. I'm going to share with them.
That I wrote in 16 April. every day I try to write an answer. So if you get people asking questions, interesting questions,
I put it there.
I am ready to do answer.
Thank you so much, Julie. Thank you. You're a blessing. I think you're a blessing to Pathways. And when I go to the convention, I'm going to share this with the CEO. And I mean, you really need to be recognized. You really need to be recognized because you're doing so much in the world.
I do really like Pathway. And
yes.
It gave me a new life.
Yes.
We had last week, no, 2 weeks ago, we had Pat Johnson.
Yes.
In visit in Firebirds.
Oh, really?
And there's a video which you can look in my blog, what she told us. But in substance, she told us that Pathways was designed for 5 kind of people. One, the fresh, newly finished beginner in work. And college graduates and whoever. And the second is old managers who are already mid-range but has to learn better. And the third is old people
like us
who want to do something to let themselves learn something new and be socially engaged and so on. And then the number 4 was for people whose language is not English, but English is their second or third or fourth language. That is also like me.
You said you're from Yugoslavia. Are you from the East European countries?
I am from originally a Hungarian, but I lived in France for 45 years.
Wow. Hungarian. I knew a couple, a family. They're called Nash. They're from Hungary. They're Americans. Their name was Nash, and it is spelled Nagy, Nagy. And they said to me it was pronounced Nash. And they're from Hungary.
Yeah, my country, which was Transylvania.
Yes.
Now Romania, no more Hungary.
Yeah.
But doesn't matter. Anyway, so I am from many languages also.
Yes.
Number 5 personality was a professional speaker who come to Toastmaster to have feedback in the club. So they are very different kind of people.
Yes, they are.
She told us who were the learners, learning master they were called.
Learning masters.
And she told us how long it took to discuss what they will put inside Pathway.
Yeah, I know. They really worked a long time. I was governor when I went for training. They were trying to develop Pathways. It was called the new revitalized program.
Yes.
Before they turned it to Pathways.
Revitalized education program. But after she was no more there because they put someone else to finish. And I think between you and me, that because they took so long to discuss, someone wanted now finish finally. I don't know who took over, she didn't tell us. But they were 2 different people who took over. Once one, and then at the end someone else.
Yes.
And one time I will find out who was and try to make an interview with him or her.
Oh, yeah. Yes. But I heard that they had some people from Harvard University to help them.
Mm.
I don't know how true that is, from Harvard University.
They were a little bit from everywhere, the
Yes.
learning master. She told me that the 215, they were blue collar, they were university, they were young, they were old. They took a little bit of everything so they can have different opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And there were many opinions and many discussions.
Yeah, well, and that's why, they kept wondering. There was a lot of discussion, different opinions. But once you get into practice, I love it. Some people are fed up, they don't get to understand.
Yes. It stopped. Hello. Yes, it happens. I don't hear you. I see you, but I don't hear you. I don't know why I don't hear you.
No, my computer just went off. I don't know what. It's a Mac. It happens off sometimes. It just shut down twice. I had to log in again.
Okay, it is good. I have also Macintosh.
Yes, it's a Macintosh that shut down.
A laptop.
Yes, that's what I want. Mac Air. But thank you so much, Judy. I have enjoyed this conversation. I'm going to work on it, and I'm going to share your blog with my members. That will help them greatly.
Okay. Hi. See you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good night, and we'll talk again, okay?
Yes.
We cannot even chat even without, we can chat without those pathways in the evening. If you feel like chatting, call me and we can chat about everything in the evening.
Yeah,
okay.
Evening is not very good for me, but
really?
Not late. Now it is 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
not late. Now it's late.
But
I know, quarter to 10, yeah.
If you
And
can.
when I say early evening, about 5, 6, it's better for you, yeah?
Yes, and afternoon even better if you organize something and it is possible.
Okay.
Hi.
Thank you, Judy. Bye-bye. Bye.